For so many of us, losing a pet can feel more difficult than losing a person close to us. Unlike people, a pet can be with you 24/7. They'll never push you away. They'll never argue with you. And so we can develop bonds with pets much more strongly than even with people sometimes. And so the loss of a pet is, for so many, an unbearable pain and suffering. While there is nothing I feel I can say to alleviate that pain and sense of loss, I'll just share a few things that have helped me to remember when going through the loss of a pet. The human body, or the animal body, these are amazing, remarkable pieces of machinery. When we hurt too much, our bodies go into shock to prevent us from feeling the pain. And when the pain is too unbearable for too long, our bodies shut down and let us drift off to that peaceful slumber. And we can just remember that when we lose a pet, so often they're in great pain. And it's beautiful to remember their bodies doing its natural process to put an end to that pain. When we lose a pet and the pain is unbearable and the suffering feels too immense, it's important to allow that feeling to have its space. Because this is the only way it can heal and process, and then eventually let go. We may want to bury ourselves in work or distract us, but it's okay to feel these feelings, and resisting it will only create more emotional disturbance. And the more we can sit with it, and then slow our breathing, when we're agitated, our breath is very shallow and choppy and agitated. And so if we can bring our breath to a calm, slow, deep pace while feeling these very disturbing emotions, we're actually bringing peace to this memory and this feeling. And the pain is still there, and it sits with us, and it may be there for the rest of our life, but we can sit with it in peace. It may take days or weeks or months or years, but the more we can sit without distraction and feel and not be afraid of these feelings, not resist these feelings, just accept and make peace with. This is how the healing happens. And as we're healing, as it's been for me, it's so important to remember that grief is love, unable to be expressed. and that we love because of the times we had with each other. And that is the beauty in grief. If there was no love, there'd be no grief. And just as the memory of losing that pet is so strong and raw and vivid and painful, those wonderful times will be with you just as much. And there's many more of those than the one final one. And so we can't ignore the pain, but we can gaze our attention towards those most wonderful memories. We can turn our focus to the best times with our pets. And we can let ourselves feel that joy as our pets would want us.